Hello students. Today in this video we are starting Civics chapter 1 on equality. Have a glance over the content. This is a part 1 video. Now in this video what we are going to study? We will study about democracy, about equality, universal disenfranchisement, the story of Kanta, equal right to votes. Students, this chapter introduces the critical role of equality in democracy. As you all know that Indian constitution guarantees equality to all citizens. Despite of this, the daily lives of people in India are far from equality. So as you know that our country, India is a democratic country where everyone is equal before the law. So let's see what is the meaning of democracy. The word democracy has been derived from a Greek word. Now what is the Greek word? Demokratia. Now what it means? Demos means the common people. Common people means we citizen. Kratia means power. Means the common people's power. Thus, democracy is a form of government in which the people has a voice in the exercise of power, typically through elected representatives. In simple words, we say democracy means the rule by the common people. Students, here you all know that the citizens have power to elect their members by casting the vote. So that is only here. It is a form of government in which people elect their own representative. Here we have the power to elect our own representative. A individual person's concern is important here. What they think, what are their needs, according to that they are electing the representatives. So this is what all about democracy. Now you all know that democracy is based on important principles. Now what are that principles, students? Liberty, equality, human dignity. Okay, these three are the main principles. So let's see first the elements of key elements of democracy. Formal equality, decision making a mechanism, then people's participation in the decision making process. Okay, so accommodation of differences, the government's accountability to its citizens, then enhancing human dignity. Many key elements are there of democracy. You all have studied in your 6th class about these all elements, so few I have mentioned here. The main important here is equality. Equality is what? It is the key element or principle of democracy. So in this chapter on equality we will focus mainly in this term. So let's begin. Equality. Equality is a key feature of democracy and influences all aspects of its functioning. When students features means the characteristics, it means equality is the main characteristics of democracy and influences all the aspects. Aspects means parts. Okay, so it is influencing, equality is influencing all the parts of its functioning. Equality and justice are the central theme of democracy. Okay, equality and justice. Equality is the precondition that ensures justice to all the people of a society or country. Now students, all the people means here means rich, poor, educated, uneducated, or male, female, means there is no difference. So justice should be given to all the citizens, all the people of a society or a country. Here equality means social, economic, political equality amongst citizens. Now students, here three terms are important: social, political and economic. Social, you all know that it regarding to your society, related to your society. Economic means here how the economic equality should be given. It means that the equal opportunities of the employment for all. Okay, employment opportunities should be there or equal for all the citizens. Now political means here the people enjoy the right to elect, means we are enjoying the right, the power which we have to elect and to remove. Okay, we have the right to elect also and to remove also. So when people enjoy the right to elect and to remove their rules, it is a political democracy or political equality, means all are equal for government amongst citizens. All citizens are equal before the law. For the law means all the citizens are equal. Each person, each individual are equal here. They will protect, they will be protected equally by the laws of the land. Okay, the protection is given to all the citizens. The state shall not discriminate, means there should be no differences between the people. Now how the differences they can keep? On the basis of place of birth, religion, sex, caste, creed, race or wealth. So there is no discrimination or differences between these all. Okay, on the basis of these all. This is all about your equality. Now students, though all the elements are very important, but the equality is the foundation of, is the main pillar, foundation of democracy on which all the other pillars rest. Okay, now let's see the second important term, that is universal adult franchisee. Now what it means, universal adult franchisee, this is a very important aspect of democratic society. Okay, so main here is UAF, universal adult franchisee, means that all the adults means here students those who are above 18 years or 18 years, those who are 18 and above. Citizens in the country have the power or right to vote irrespective of their caste, society or economic backgrounds. Now a person is rich or poor, okay, it is related to your economic society, okay, whichever society they belongs to, they all are equal and they all have power to vote. If a person in a country is 18 years or above 18 years, means they have a right to cast their vote. They have that power to vote. This is what universal adult franchising. No discrimination is made between men and women. Okay, there should be no differences between men, women, rich or poor, educated or uneducated, or on the basis of caste, community or the place of birth. Okay, an important principle of adult franchisee is the rule of one person one vote, means one person means one individual can vote. Okay, each person's concern is important here, they can cast the vote. So one person one vote. In democracy, universal adult franchise is important because it is based on the principle of equality. So all are treated here equally. See, you can see here in the picture, different caste people are standing here. They came, their backgrounds are different, their communities are different, but they all are standing here in a queue to cast their vote. Okay. So this is all what equality. Students, in this chapter, we will discuss three stories, the story of Kanta, the story of Valmiki, and the story of Ansari. But in this part 1, I will discuss with you the story of Kanta. In part 2, I will discuss the story of Om Prakash and Ansari. So, in this chapter, students, equality, what is equality, why it is important in a democracy, and whether or not everyone is equal in India, whether all are treated equal in India, this all we will discuss. Now, through our stories, we can see whether a democratic country, our India is a democratic country, will be meaningful only if its citizens are treated socially and economically equal and free. So, but still we can see that in our country, the people are discriminated. on the basis of their caste, culture, okay, gender. So they were still facing an inequality in different bases. So let's begin by looking at Kanta's story, how she faced inequality in the society. On election day, Kanta and her friend Sujata are waiting to cast votes. She is Kanta and she is Sujata. Now let's discuss their conversation, what they were discussing. Isn't it good, Suja, that we can all vote as equal citizens of our country? Even Jain Sahab is standing in the line with us. Sujata said, yes. Go on, Kanta, it's your turn now. I will vote for the candidate who has promised to bring pipe water to our area. Now, Kanta and Sujata on an election day, they both were standing in a queue to cast their vote. Now, what they were seeing there in the line, her Sahab is also standing with her. Means all are treated here equally. So we can all vote. What she's thinking, that all can vote equal citizens of our country, means all are treated here equal, and Sahab is also standing with her in the same queue. She was so happy. Now what she was thinking while voting, I will vote for the candidate who has promised to bring pipe water to our area. Now each person have their own perspective, students, okay, own concern they have. So it depends on individuals thinking, and they can vote according to their concern. Now here we can see different professional people were standing here. Teacher is standing here, trader is here, student is here, domestic workers are here, and artisans are here, housewife is here, consultant, government officer, media person, unemployed and industrialist. Means all are treated here equally, and all are standing in a same line, in a same queue to cast their vote. Nobody is here treated or being discriminated, of facing differences. Okay, all are here equal. Afterwards, now after casting the vote, what they were discussing, okay, the Sahab went, we will see you later, Kanta. Sahab said that we will see you later, Kanta, when she will go to his house to do the domestic work. Yes sir, namaste Sahab. Now, the conversation between Kanta and Sujata is, Gudiya has been running fever and I have to take her to the hospital, but I will have to finish the work at Sahab's house first and ask for some advance, as they were poor. Okay, so they want some money. So what she decided, that her daughter is not well, but she needs some money, so she wants some advance. So what she decided, that first she will do work at Sahab's house and get some advance at home. Now, here have some of this, you will feel better. And when I get back in the evening, we will go to the hospital. Daughter said, okay. Now, students, in the Basti area, it's not cleaned and it's common to be ill. So it's no wonder that Gudiya fall ill often. The basti is never clean. See, you can see here the basti is not cleaned, so she can get ill. Okay, often. So now she's working here on Sahab's house. Make sure to do the corners properly. Here's your advance, Kanta, but don't make a habit of it. Now, while giving the advance, what that Sahab's wife said, that don't make it a habit. Okay, so what she said, no madam. Now you can see here, students, equal right to vote. What it means, while voting, we are treated equally. But on the other sense, if we can see that we are not equal, like she's poor and she's not treated here equally. She's working here, she's working hard here and getting the money, earning the money. Okay, so she's working to live his livelihood. Now here we can see an important term as we have discussed in the earlier slide about universal franchise. In a democratic country like India, all adults, irrespective of what religion they belongs to, how much education they have had, what caste they are, or whether they are rich or poor, are allowed to vote. Okay, so this is what universal adult franchise is. Everyone is equal here, whether a person is rich or poor, whatever background they have, all are equal here. So that is what universal adult franchise. Now, the idea of universal adult franchise is based on, it is based on idea of equality. All are treated here equally because it states that every adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth and the communities she or he belongs to, has one vote. Okay, so all are treated here equally. A person who is 18 or 18 years above have right to cast their vote, whether they are poor or rich. So now, after taking some advance, Kanta went to hospital. Okay. Now, Jan ma'am, what she's thinking here again, you can see here the Kanta is standing in a line and she's waiting there. And all are here, you can see here, all are poor. All are from lower caste people are standing here. Means that separate line was made there. So what, by looking this, what Kanta thought, Jan madam and Jan Sahab may stand in line to vote. Okay, but they never have to do it when their children are sick. Okay, what she's thinking that voting time all are treated equally, but in the hospital's line they are not treated equally. They have not to, never they have waited. Okay, never they wait there. So this is how she's treated unequal. Okay, the inequality she's facing, the discrimination she's facing. Now Kanta is one of many people who live in a democratic India and who have the right to vote, but whose daily living, means a person have right to vote and can stand there equally, but those whose daily living and working conditions are far from equal. Why their daily livings are not equal? This is the big question. Okay, this is a big question. Apart from being poor, people in India experience inequality in different ways. So we can see here, students, in our India still the inequality exists, and in different ways the people are facing the problems. So one of the most common form of inequality in India is, the main reason is the caste system. It's still the old caste system is followed here. This is all what about the story of Kanta. In the next video, I'll discuss with you the story of Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansari, how they were faced inequality in different way.